I don't mean that it is in some ways culturally or historically impossible for China to have a liberal democracy. And again, the obvious answer to people who claim that it is to show them Taiwan, which is an impeccably culturally Chinese society in many, many ways, but has developed a very robust multi-party democracy with one of the freest societies anywhere in Asia. So there's nothing as such about Chinese culture that prevents that. But when I say history, I mean in particular the history of war and revolution and unpredictability. And that's something that's not unique to China, but China is in a position where that kind of turmoil shapes people's political and social choices. Imagine someone today who is, elderly but not ancient, in their 70s, let's say. Correct. They would have grown up in the era of, Maoist revolution. They would have lived perhaps as a teenager through the Cultural Revolution when China threw itself up, in the air. They would have seen the era of reform under Deng Xiaoping. They might have been involved in the demonstrations in 1989 that led to the, tragic killings of many students and workers in 1989. I remember that whole sort of roller coaster, opening and then closing in the 1990s and 2000s. The one thing that those people will be able to say is that politics in China was simply not predictable. In a broad sense, you didn't know for sure whether everything would be exactly the same in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years.